Well, hey there, this is Jerry, and I'm bringing you another episode of What's Broke Today. And today, our Scag that I did all the electrical work on is back. We'll go underneath and I'll show you what the problem is with the transmission belt. Well, our Scag Zero turn, reason it's back is it keeps throwing the transmission belt. And if you see up here how close everything is to the bottom of the frame, and not to mention that's up real high, and there's a little drop down right in here, which is about an inch. And then we look at the pulley on the engine, and you can see it hangs down probably a good inch and a quarter, inch and a half. So we're out of alignment by, I'm gonna say, a good, I don't know, 2 inches. And that was throwing the belt. So I got to come up with some way to maybe make this work. That I'm gonna pull the electric clutch and that pulley down and see, maybe I can just cut some off the top of that pulley and put it up closer to the motor. I just don't know if there's enough depth inside of this clutch for the crankshaft to go up in there. So let me pull it apart and let's see what I can do. Alright, well, I got it pulled down, and I've got probably 1 3/4 inches, almost the length of my pinky down in there. I could probably slide that clutch farther up before it gets into the bevel. And then of course this, I can't flip the pulley over because the pulley goes over the outside of that clutch, and this little keyway lines up with the keyway in here. So yeah, but of course, you know, that all those keyways have to line up. But and this pulley, you can see where it's got the keyway pressed into it. Really, I can't cut more than a 1/2 inch probably off of that, if that. Really, I almost need to come up with some kind of, maybe cut this a little, because I also got to put this little curve back in it. I might just need to go through and dig through all my stash and see if I got any pulleys that don't have this much offset, because, you know, I could get a 1/2 inch here, and I guess I could probably make spacers and maybe raise the motor up 1 inch. That'd give me 1.5 inches. So let me do some thought and we'll go from there. Well, I think I found my solution for my Scag. Because see, here's a pulley that was on the engine, and see, this is the top, and it's stuck. I mean, that's a good 1.5 inches from down. And what I ended up doing was, only thing I don't like is the pulley size is a little smaller, but I couldn't find one any bigger with this configuration, and I really didn't want to do too much whacking on that because it's going to move everything up too high. So this is an old stack pulley off of a Craftsman riding mower, and this has been one of those that had the lever to engage the blades, and then this could have been either an automatic or a manual transmission, but this puts up toward the top of the motor. And I did a test fit, and this was a hair too high, and I had to go to the hardware store to get a new bolt, because this was too long the first time I fiddled with it, and I needed one about 1 inch shorter. So in order to deal with this being a little too need to drop down a little, I got these hardened washers I can put up on the top, and then we'll slide everything up on there, and then I got a lock washer. It's a grade 8 bolt. I got 3 of these. I put it up on there and it's still too close. I can add another one, but right now I think I just need 2. Now let me go grab the fat washer that goes with that bolt. Now I got my camera set up underneath the mower, but I don't know how well you'll be able to see. We're going to start out with our pulley, our 2 washers, and I got washers over 1 inch so they fit good on the crank. And we slide that up, and then I can take our tensioner and release pressure from the belt, slide it up, put it on there, and then look and make sure I'm up on the hydro pumps. And I'm gonna need the 3rd washer because I'm still just barely hitting that that bolt, because what I was hitting is this engine bolt right up here. So let's slide that down, push the belt off, add another washer, and then okay, that just still barely rubs. I might actually take my angle grinder and knock a little bit off of that. With changing the pulleys, I'm moving, the clutch is actually going to move up a little. So I'm going to go ahead and get thread lock. Temperature change and the thread lock's coming out like a water pistol. So, but I get our groove lined up. I may have to adjust that anchor again. Yeah, probably will. But we get that up there, and I'll put our shorter bolt in. Get that tight. Okay. That looks okay, and then I'll plug in our electric clutch. Okay. Roll the belt back on. Alright, let's check the oil, and then I'll fire this thing up and we'll watch and see what it looks like. See up there at where the pulleys come together in the belt, with the smaller pulley on the engine, that rubs. So I'm gonna have to hunt up a little bit shorter belt, so I'm gonna look up and see what length belt is on here. Okay, well, guess we're gonna call that good for now. That I'm gonna get a zip tie and put on this wire for the clutch, electric clutch, to hold it up out of the way, and then air up the flat tire and get this thing off jack stands and go for a ride. Well, I got the Scag. It runs, it drives, but it does not run very well. So that engine just, I mean, I think it needs some carburetor work, but I'm gonna talk with him before I do that, because I mean, it's such a cobbled thing with having our, you know, because the biggest problem we got is they put a Craftsman engine on a Scag, and it just wasn't engineered to be on there. So that's why we're having to do our creative engineering. So, but I guess for now we'll call, I got accomplished what it came here for. So, hey, well, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for all those thumbs up for the likes. Thanks for all the comments. And, you know, if you're not a subscriber, come on, join on in, because I'll tell you what else you may see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.